An early morning assassination attempt is leaving many people feeling uneasy and one top American official unharmed. This is the first official assassination attempt on anyone within the Trump administration since it took office in January. The missile-led attack occurred at Kabul International Airport in Afghanistan. Defense Secretary Jim "Mad Dog" Mattis was the intended target of this attack, according to CNN. Both the Taliban and ISIS have taken responsibility for this attack. It happened while Mattis was making an unscheduled visit to Afghanistan. By the time the rockets started launching at the airport, Mattis had already left the area. Surprisingly, at this time, there have been no deaths reported. Taliban spokesman Zabiullah Mujahid took to Twitter to claim responsibility for the attack by the Taliban. He stated that Mattis' plane was their intended target, a clear assassination attempt. Approximately 40 rounds were fired, coming into contact with the airport. Officials are reporting that 29 of those 40 rounds were rocket-propelled grenades. It is unknown what other kinds of ammunition was used. The claim, at this time, is that the rocket-propelled grenades were launched towards a guard tower and instead hit the southern section of Kabul International. Currently, nearby homes are being searched in an attempt to find out from where the missiles were launched and who took part in this horrific occurrence. According to the Daily Caller, the attacks started around 11 a.m. local time and still may be ongoing. Airport Chief Rasoulai spoke with USA Today. At 11:36 a.m. 2 missiles were fired on Kabul International Airport from Desabs district, damaging the Air Force hangars and destroying one helicopter and damaging 3 other helicopters, but there were no casualties, Rasoulai explained. ISIS also staked claim to responsibility for the early morning assault on the airport. While there is no direct evidence linking the Taliban or ISIS, it seems that one of these groups, if not both, are responsible for the attack. A Taliban official told NBC, "We fired 6 rockets and planned to hit the plane of U.S. Secretary of Defense and other U.S. and NATO military officials." He continued, "We were told by our insiders that some losses were caused to their installations, but we are not sure about James Mattis." The Daily Caller went on to confirm that 2 separate Taliban commanders said that sources tipped them off to Mattis' visit to Afghanistan. Mattis was at a press conference speaking when news of the attack eventually trickled down through the wire. Mattis, as usual, seemed unshaken by the serious attempt on his life. Defense Secretary Mattis spoke fiercely and stated, "If in fact there was an attack, this is a classic statement to what Taliban are up to." He continued, "If in fact, this is what they have done, they will find Afghan security forces against them." It would appear that despite all threats facing him, Mattis is sure that the Afghan security forces, as well as his own Secret Service agents, are going to do everything in their power to ensure his safety. Jim Mattis will be in our prayers today.